Hey, what's up guys, TechTime here and I'm back again with a brand new video. So in today's video we're going to be reviewing the 2025 Moto G Stylus's camera system. So basically Motorola did upgrade some things, but needless to say the previous generation was actually a decent camera all around. So let's go ahead and have a conversation about it. Let's talk about the specs, the image quality, video quality and things like that. Beginning with the actual camera specs. So don't let that trip you. So you might see a triple camera setup, but it's actually a dual camera setup with the extra sensor being just a sensor that's supposed to help with image processing, which to be honest I feel like it's kind of gimmicky. I haven't seen too much use for it. But basically you get a main sensor of a 50 megapixel and an ultra wide at 13 megapixels, and the main sensor is capable of shooting videos at up to 4K 30 frames per second or 1080p up to 120 frames super slow-mo video. So there's that. In addition to that, this phone also has a similar camera app to previous Motorola generations. There are some slight tweaks, but I do want to say that when it comes to taking pictures, this phone does well. It does take them very quickly. However, if I were to kind of nitpick and complain a little bit, I would say that with switching between your main sensor and your ultra wide, there is a slight hiccup and slight delay, which can sometimes make you miss the moment that you want to take a picture of. So just keep that in mind. And as far as the video capability goes, like I said, 4K is a really high quality video, and the camera app itself gives you several options like a portrait mode or even a pro mode that allows you to control more of your parameters such as autofocus, your shutter speed, ISO, exposure, and even your white balance. So there's that. Now let's actually talk about image quality. So in overall well-lit environment, this phone does take some decent pictures. They might be a little bit warmer and the sharpness on here can be aggressive, but as far as colors and things like that, it's decent. It's not the most color accurate because it does provide a little bit of saturation, but the problem that I've seen Motorola have with their phones lately is the over sharpening, which, don't get me wrong, in some situations it can actually be good, but in others it actually messes with, it kind of distracts you from the actual subject in focus. So that's also something to think about. For example, in this picture here, the image is so over sharpened that almost everything is in focus, which is weird. Now, as far as landscape photography, this phone does a really fantastic job. In the wide angle, yeah, you might lose some quality, but you get these nice landscape photos. And like I said, just overall though, from a color accuracy, it's not going to be the most accurate thing in the world, but it's fun to use, it's really good, and I really have a little bit to complain about as far as image quality coming from a phone at this particular price point. Taking pictures of buildings, the dynamic range is fine. It's not the most accurate, but it's not the best for sure, but it does well. And I really do see a theme of having sort of more warmer tone images than more balanced, which is something that I guess you can kind of control in the post-production, but a lot of us just want to snap pictures and move on. And there are some slight overexposure from time to time, which is a little bit inaccurate, but overall though, if you really want to take some decent pictures using this device under well-lit conditions, you most definitely can. It's gonna do the job and it's gonna do it very well. I think a lot of people are actually gonna be super satisfied with the way that this phone takes images. Now, is it the best for the $400 price tag? I'm not sure, right? Because I haven't tested other phones at this price point. Well, I did with the Galaxy A36, which I should be doing a comparison on, but in kind of indoor environments, this phone does struggle. So it's a little bit noisy and it's not the most accurate and kind of jittery, if that makes sense. So it's not the best pictures, or it's not the best phone to take indoor photography with artificial light. Now, it does have a night mode that's also aggressive, but it works. The picture may not look I mean, a lot of phones struggle at night, right? Even the flagships. So keep that in mind. It does fine. It works. The selfie camera is actually pretty good. The 32 megapixel selfie camera is not too bad. And as far as video, I actually want you guys to see the video. I did my 48 hours video, but this time around is going to be my actual video review. So it does shoot at 4K. Now the 4K quality will crop quite a bit, but the 1080p is a little bit more ideal than the 4K on this particular phone. So go ahead and watch the video. And this is the video test of the 2025 Moto G Stylus 5G. And it actually does a pretty good job in stabilization. But the video itself, as I said in my 48 hours video, is not all that great. I mean, it's alright, but it's nothing crazy. and this is your quick selfie video. It's good, better than the previous generation, but it works. That's all I'm gonna say for this one. Alright, stay tuned for the camera review. Make sure you're subscribed. So I would say that the image quality is far superior in my opinion than the video quality, because in the video itself there are some unbalanced exposure, so it does hunt for exposure a lot more than I would like, but it's okay. Overall, decent. So now here is my bottom line conclusion for this camera system. Is it improved upon the previous generation? Yes. So Motorola does utilize their AI system to kind of produce a better image, but to be honest with you, I think it needs a little bit more software updates to provide an even better picture. Hopefully when that happens, I'll update you guys on the image quality, but as of right now, this is what we have to work with. I'm not too mad at it, to be honest with you. For a phone that is $399 and kind of improves a little bit upon the previous generation, I'll still give it a thumbs up from the camera perspective. It does take some good pictures, and you can use the stylus to actually edit your pictures, enhance them, draw on them, or whatever you want. So you have that tool for you. At the end of the day, this is the Moto G Stylus. So with that being said, I would love to hear your guys' thoughts and comments about the 25G Stylus's camera system. Let me know in the comments below. Let's have a conversation, see if this phone in a camera perspective is worth it to you. I will be doing comparisons with phones at a similar price point to see how this phone stacks against them. I do want to thank you all so much for watching, and I will definitely catch you guys in the next one. Stay tuned.